Let's see. Bit of Seraph, I think, is the way I'll go. Can't be too loud, just in case my partner is sleeping. It's like 2 AM. What fun. Got an hour to kill before Destiny 2 beta farm zone opens, so why not kill some time in Shadowverse? Vroom. There we go. Keep that. No draw. That's pretty shitty. Alright, I just want to trade with that, so it's fine. Why'd that have to come up like that? Okay. Yeah, nothing major. Okay, that's alright. Goblin will trade alright with that 4/4 if they use it as a trade. And they don't return it. If not, then I could just use Goblin Breaker. For another effective means. Alright, my opponent's just gonna sit here and do nothing. There we go. I want to get rid of this without wasting the entire turn, but since I'm not too worried about evolves, that should be okay. Could have used the Tribunal, but the risk with that would have been that I didn't get the draws that I'll need to get my combo off on turn 8. So I've got to get lucky. Okay, guess I'll accept that. Yeah, nearly everything I need. And this should be more than enough. Alright, just need to hold off. Luriel's a little bit of a pain, but I can trade with it with the evolve, I guess. While healing in turn 7. Hopefully getting what I need by turn 8. That's going to be annoying. Let's see. Alright, we've got more than enough in that regard, so I just got to think about turn 8. Turn 7, sorry. I only stream. I do stream, just not very often. I should have hit the 5/5, but that's fine. Due to time zoning issues, because I'm in Australia, I usually don't stream at this time, but because the Destiny 2 beta's farm section opens at what, 3 AM for me, which is in 50 minutes from now, I thought I may as well do a short stream of this before I go and do that, so why not? Plus I haven't streamed Shadowverse for like a month, nearly. I've mainly been working on video content and just kind of taking it easy. But glad to have you here. Alrighty, so there is literally nothing else worth playing here outside of the decree. I don't know if we just burned what I need, but that would be really hilarious. It would have been nice if I played the Prism, but who knows? Alrighty. Well, that's annoying. Even if I get rid of that, it's still going to be a pain in the ass to deal with. Heal up by 4, play Prism, still die to everything else. I think the odds of me drawing Seraph is a little higher. And that's shitty. Okay, really not a great hand. No Seraph turn 8 makes for a really hard game. I'm expecting Albert. No Albert? Alright. No, that's going to overdraw me there like that. Alright, come on. Something, I guess. Still died Albert. I'm gonna start streaming soon too. There's not much, just give it a go. If you want to make any kind of thing out of it, make sure it's consistent. Try and keep it like at certain times and try and work to whatever time is most popular for you. That's basically the only advice I can give you. Try and interact with viewers is another sort of thing. That's all you can really do when you're streaming. And expect to misplay heaps from just purely streaming. I do that all the time. I play a lot better when I'm not streaming, but that seems to be just the way life is. This is the shittiest hand I think I've had in a long time. Okay. It's gonna hit something. What? I don't really know. I also don't think I can really come back from this. I need to draw into something crazy. Well, that's useless to me right now. That does buy me a turn, I think. Can't really think of a way that I can come back from this though. 3 damage is so easy for them to have. Don't think there's much I can actually do. You know what I'm missing? Don't let me add anything. Weird. Alrighty. And I'm dead to Albert. I knew that was going to happen. So what happens when you don't draw Seraph by turn 8? You get stomped really hard. This deck was doing quite well and now it's just on a mass losing streak. I killed off like 3 dragons in a row pretty easily and then lost from then on. Most people are countering blood at the moment, but hopefully Neutral Shadow will perform a little bit better. Also, don't know why I can't do anything with that with my recording program right now. No, that's really odd. Very odd. Nope, and nope. Wanted something earlier. Zombie Party's good because that contests the Tove pretty easy. Do you have Kerberos? No, I don't have Kerberos. That's the only reason I haven't built that deck. Otherwise, I would definitely be building it. I unfortunately don't have it, and I don't have enough dust right now to build it. Otherwise, I would. I really like the look of the card, but at the start of the expansion, I prioritized the. I'm not fighting that. I prioritized the abysses and things like that in Alice, which was a good idea because they really did make things easy. But G-Mac, go to bed. It's 2 AM. I'm staying up, G-Mac. I've already made it this far. Alright, there we go. Solid Goblin Leader. Into Alice next turn if they don't drop anything else. Alrighty, let's kill off that. Let's force an evolve trade if we have to. Did I make the overlay? I kind of. I took another overlay that existed, modified it to fit what I wanted. Now I've put that too far over. Come on, I want that in the middle there. And then just adjusted things the way I wanted it, with opacity and different things. So for the most part, I made it my own. What do we got? That's going to be a solid play. Probably the Unica on top of that would be nice. That didn't look so sexy. I went for simplistic. Normally I'd have like scrolling donations at the top there, but I didn't want to have them just because they take up a lot of memory. For some reason, I think it's just the way that they have to constantly update from servers, and it just draws out my memory real bad. Which is unfortunate. If I could find a way to optimize it, I'd probably do that, but for the moment I've tried to keep things as simple as possible. Turn 6, what do I do now? Of course they're going to make that trade, that was too good to pass up. Zombie Party feels really bad. But what else do I really have to do? I suppose that's fine because the Demon Lords are both going to be half decent when I make them played. And being able to get rid of this Golem and boost the other is pretty good. My biggest risk against Blood is them dropping Abyss and me having trouble dealing with it. Phantom Cat's okay. Strong, but the Demon Lord should be enough. Not too shabby. And since we are going into turn 7, the worst case may be a second Phantom Cat, which really isn't a big threat. Everything else that Blood has really shouldn't be that bad, unless they have some crazy neutral combo. See, that's fine. They concede, yay! Couldn't think of anything else they would really have that would do that much damage. They can't play Abyss because they didn't drop Bahamut earlier, so that wasn't really a threat. And we gain a nice little boost there. This deck actually does alright. I suppose it's because neutral's so strong, but I'm sure that will be hit by a nerf very, very soon. Once that neutral engine's kind of out, I'll probably be going into either Lockdown Shadow, probably the Seraph Haven I was playing earlier if that still performs well. Dragon I reckon will rise up, which is a pain because I don't play Dragon and don't have enough of the cards to play it properly. Unless I decide to dump most of the other stuff that gets dusted from the patch, so that should be interesting. Don't mind this hand. Double Skull Beast and Actress isn't too bad at all. Should be able to play those out fairly early, especially going first. And Goblin just made this 100 times nicer. If we can get a better 2-drop than Actress and save Actress for turn 4, turn 5, that may work out in my favour. Otherwise, we're just going to have to play it as a 2-drop on curve. Yeah, no, that's better. I was thinking of going with the Actress still, but I can use that with the Goblin Leader turn 4, hopefully. What do you got? Heavenly Hound? That's not really that bad. A little difficult, but not a big worry. I think I can just ping damage to face. No doubt they're going to trade with this Goblin Leader, but with what I have on board now, should be plenty. If I can draw into a 3-drop, even save Actress to turn 5 and then boost the board, I'll be laughing by then. May have to ignore this turn though. Oh, double Actress, really? Is it worth playing another Goblin? And then just playing double Actress next turn? Or playing the Actress is definitely going to be traded this turn though. So we may as well just do this. Fill the board up. If they do wipe it, we mostly just get shadows, but I can't think of anything to wipe the board this turn. At best, they're going to kill 4 if they get a 2-for-1. And of course they go for the neutrals, they're probably expecting the Actress, honestly. So that doesn't surprise me. It actually makes Actress a pretty useless play unless I play them together. Which isn't too bad. Plus they don't want to proc the double shadow gain, I'm guessing. But this is still pretty good. Ah, screw it, we'll force them to do the trading. We'll just go for damage. If we draw into a Cerberus, Phantom Hell becomes a legitimate threat. Actually, even without Cerberus, it's a pretty legitimate threat. Alright, they're going for a board clear this turn. That wouldn't surprise me. Okay. Do I just take the Phantom Hell? I mean, Phantom Hell trades pretty well. Can't play both though. Do I go all face and just hope for something decent next turn? I think that's the only way to do this. We deal 7, which is half. And then we hope to God that we draw into something decent and take this risk. That's not good. Man, that's not good. Alright. Second Phantom Howl, which is now pretty much useless by this point. Kill off most of the board, deal 1 to face. Hope to God I can do something. Actually, we can kill the entire everything except for that 2-drop there. Doesn't really matter which order I do this. Except I could have went 3 to face, I guess. But I really need to get rid of these threats. Puts us both with a 2-2. The advantage is they have a 3rd evolve. And I had a very unfortunate start with that clear. And we're now out of shadows to use anything decent. What have I really got left? Nothing. That'll be it. I have nothing left in this deck that can do anything. Cerberus would be a chance, but even then I'm going to take too much damage before I can pull anything off with that. Well, breaking even 1 for 1 with that so far. I'll give it another shot. Okay. Alice, Wonderland, Phantom Howl, and Cerberus going first. This time... I don't want those high drops. I really don't. That's a lot better. You want to curve out nicely. Starting off with those high drops is really difficult. Okay. Oh dear. Sure you'll find something. Don't always need a cam overlay. Some of them do look nice, but you can even just put like a white box over it. Which I've seen a few people do, and they usually look alright. I just wanted something that fitted the top theme that I was using. Damn, Goblin. Back at it again. Ah, Alice will do. He only get a single hand boost, but the board boost is pretty good. When this deck works, it really works, but when it doesn't, it crashes hard. Come on, what do you got turn 4? If it's not Priest of the Cudgel, then you're not in much luck here. Priest would have decimated my board. This, on the other hand, is pretty even, unless they have another Banish, in which case it's just as good as the Priest, just a little less value. There we go. High risk, high reward. Sometimes that is the case. Other times you want to be careful, but with this deck, if you've got to burst down damage, sometimes you just got to take it. And sometimes it'll pay off, other times you'll get completely hammered. But this hand's pretty much perfect for what I need. And they haven't really played any big threats yet. And since they're not on turn 6, they're not clearing this board right now. Even an Ancient Lion won't be enough if they had that. Which is very rare now, you rarely see that. But another Snow White. Are they going to go for another Hound? If so, yes. That'll be actually really quite good for me. Nope. No Hound that time. Okay, what are you going for? Nothing. Alrighty. I think that's pretty close to lethal, isn't it? Turn 7 can be triple zombies, so 6. Yeah, it's lethal. There we go, roll them. Neutral package is super strong, especially comboed with the shadow package. Not quite as strong as Abyss in most cases, but still quite effective. I think if nothing in Shadow gets hit, and I'm guessing the neutrals are going to be hit, which makes it hard. So if Shadow doesn't get hit, I could see it rising back up pretty quickly as one of the fastest decks. Bat Blood just isn't fast enough. There isn't much you can do about it. Karakos has a chance, but I feel like you're mostly just going to be playing Bats with Karakos as an end tech, and then you're not really getting much bonus out of that. just from what I've seen. But you never know, like a lot of other decks pop up randomly, so who knows what could happen. Double Aerial, we'll keep those. And a Goblin. Gotta love that turn 1 Goblin. Never go wrong with a turn 1 Goblin. Alrighty. What do you got? Dragon? Anything? Oracle, fuck's sake. That means quick ramp. And I hate quick ramp. So, turn 4, well, turn 3 Rehab. No. Alright, another ramp. Great. At least this one I can kind of play around. Trying to burst him. Okay. Another Oracle, far out, and another Dragon Knight. That's bloody what, quad ramp? Jesus. What a pain. I've just got to push hard as I can. Hope that I can get something decent to finish this off. I mean, 6 damage shouldn't be too hard. The problem is turn 8, well, they have 8, and yeah, Sybil is a huge body with such a good set of abilities. It's probably my most hated card. It's just such a pain to deal with. They get a double trade and a 3-point heal. And then I have to deal with it. I don't even get to keep my 1-2. Come on, Sybil, what are you doing to me? Leaving me with nothing. I can't play Cerberus because I'd lose too much. Alright. Guess we just do this and hope they don't have a second Cerberus. Not Cerberus, sorry, Sybil. I'm not trading. Does it matter? They're gonna go to 10 anyway, so it doesn't matter. Makes no difference. Dragon Oracle. Far out, they had every single ramp card nearly. The only thing we haven't seen is Furfor. I might have to get a drink in a minute. Jeez. Okay, I'm actually pretty alright with that. That's not bad. And I mean, with this, they're not going to be trading it. So I have a chance, I guess. If they can't kill me, which I don't see as being highly possible, I should be okay. I mean, they're not going to leave this Cerberus up, because that would just be fucking stupid, surely. The Evolve, maybe, is what they're looking for here? No, they're looking for the heal. Plus the duplication, I guess. Dragon's really popular right now, too. Which makes it really dangerous. That's kind of useless. Don't like the feeling of the Demon Lord here, but it may be my best option. Just to deal with this board. No, because I've got to kill that, unfortunately. Not how I want to do this. But we do get 4. We have to trade at least 1. Maybe 2. Most likely 2. No. Will that work? Well, I can't trade into that if I kill him off, so maybe. Potential! It didn't feel so strong. It's becoming quite strong now. It wasn't strong to begin with, but now that most people are playing to counter blood, people are playing dragon to counter those decks that are countering blood. So it's created like a loop. Ah, if I can just draw, there's one card I need. If I can draw it, I'll be laughing. If I can draw into Phantom Howl, we should have lethal. Plus, I don't know what this dragon is at the moment, but it's primarily healing based, and they're super effective against most decks. I've seen, I think, 5 in the last 15 games, so that's what, a third of my master games so far have been against dragon, and this particular dragon. So it's obviously got some popularity to it, especially with Japanese players. And I think it is because of the healing that it can do. It has more healing than most Haven decks though, which is just crazy. Okay, I don't think I can burst 14 damage, but we'll give it a shot. I think the most I can burst would be going with the Mimis and Cocos. Spread out. Actually, we'll go that way. We're going to burst a lot of damage here. Is it going to be enough, is the question. 2 damage though. There's so many options. I think I've got a 3rd Cerberus in this deck, so that's one. Phantom Howl would be another option. If I can pull it off. If they play something, Phantom Howl, trade 1. If I have to. No, okay. This is going to be difficult because I got to get past this Grimnir. There we go. Anyway, that'll do it. Ultimate BMs. That's fine. I probably only need to trade one of those honestly, and then Ultimate, but screw it. Bang! Straight in their face. That was close. Bahamut would have nearly screwed me if I didn't draw Phantom Howl anyway. And any major healing plays would have screwed me, but fortunately, we come out on top with that Phantom Howl. Plasma, Lucior, Israfil, all of that. Yeah, that's the one I've pretty much been seeing lately, I think. It's been fairly effective overall. Against stuff like Aegis Haven, it can dominate pretty well, which is your main blood counter. Against Shadow, it does pretty well too, as long as you don't absolutely draw crap like that guy pretty much did. If he had half decent draws earlier and was able to drop other things, he probably would have been right. I can't get 7 mana by turn 5. It's true, but as you saw in that game, that guy had pretty much everything by that point. I actually like that sound. If I can draw into a couple of neutrals, I should be right. Yep, and there's a goblin. I might play Skullbeast first though. I feel like it's a middle, I can't finish the game when it wants to. I guess. But I'm sure once Blood dies down, Dragon will probably gain some steam again. Just the natural course. I'm hoping they play Tove next turn. That'd be bloody great. Zombie Party Ultimate Trade. Yeah. Actress works too, I guess. If we do see Tove in the following turn, I will be in a bad spot though. That'd be tempting. Use that, trade that. Save the Zombie Party just in case. Tove is going to get more value this way, but sometimes you just gotta do it. No, that's actually really good. Alright, we'll clear this. Hopefully if we can get this Actress to go off with at least 2 things on board and use as trade, I'll be quite happy. Fuck me. Oh, always big knuckle boxer every time. Damn my life. Nothing that I can really do against that that's going to be substantial. Still feel like this is the better option. If they don't have another big knuckle boxer, then the most likely other contender will be Scarlet Saber. I doubt they're going to play Bahamut. And that's actually, Mountaineer's pretty alright. It's not the worst option. Hey, card fight, what's up? I'm chilling for a bit. Actually, we've only got like 20 minutes left before the Destiny beta stuff goes live, which will be interesting. No, I'll go with that one. I think I'm just going to push for lethal here. This Gruff Mountaineer really isn't that big a threat to me. Not when we put them to 6 already. Destiny beta, yes, Destiny 2's beta. It's quite enjoyable. I've had fun with it. They're opening the farm social space in like 20 minutes. It's the only reason I'm really streaming this late. It's actually almost 3 AM for me right now. Can't come in on Twitch from my phone. That's weird, card fight. I don't know why that would be the case. Well, this isn't great. Phantom Cat. What are my chances, do you reckon? Probably quite low here. Alright, so 4 damage in the next turn is very unlikely. Me dying in the next turn from blood is highly likely. Yeah, that's weird. That is a weird thing though. Where are they going to go from here? I mean, I'm dead to Alucard, I'm dead to Esmeralda. Alice doesn't put me in a good spot either. What's that? 14? No, sorry, that Phantom Cat doesn't gain, so 13. We're gonna have to trade with both of these if they aren't, yeah, careful. Especially when I got Coco in hand. Phantom Howl is lethal. Again, which is good. If I can draw it. That's not a Phantom Howl. Not a Phantom Howl by a long shot. Let's remove that. An Alice will kill me. Because that's 13 damage. Alice will put him in another 3. Looks like they may have another way to go. I suppose Razor or Hector, that works too. Blood has a lot of options for 3 damage. Not too many things that I could really do there. I needed Phantom Howl for lethal. I think that was my only good option. That or Hector would have done it for a 3-way trade. What else have I got here that's been doing well? Not much really. I haven't played that for a while. We'll give that a quick run. My Aegis Haven deck usually does alright. 7-1. I thought about hitting the 7-1, but if they had lethal, it wasn't going to make much difference. Obviously the 1 health there would have made a difference with Hector, and I should have thought about that 4 damage spike. Would have made more sense, honestly. Yep, I probably should have hit that. That would have been better. I tend to do that, especially on stream. Sometimes I'll overthink things and then underthink things. Really? I traded out those 2 cards because I was looking for something a little bit different. And it's just like, nope, you must have Tribunal, you must have March of Hares Tea Time. If you don't have those, and we got Sacred Pleas, that's a bonus. Oh, the things that this deck forces upon me sometimes. Alright. Double plea is clutch. Double plea is pretty good. I don't like playing double plea though on turn 1, turn 2 a lot of the time because I tend to overdraw then. Especially with a deck like this. And then you look at it and you go, oh, this deck looks like a Stormhaven. It's really not. These Winged Sentinels are really just tech cards. They function really nicely in this deck like that too, for that extra 3 damage you might need at the end of a game. Means you're not relying on Aegis as your finisher all the time, which is quite nice. Really? Not how I really want to play this, but... Need to hold on to those evolves. Yeah, the Show Nexus is still doing things. It's actually growing quite big now. We're working with, I don't know if you know of NG. It looks like by the sounds of it, we're doing a lot of promotional stuff with them. We've also still running their own tournaments and things like that. And I'm taking up more work for the YouTube channel very soon for like news style videos. So that should hopefully all be growing very rapidly. So it's quite interesting where things are going with that. And we're working pretty closely with Psy Games, which is nice. We've got a pretty good partnership going on with them in the way of information, so not much that I'm parry to, but a lot that the head is. And of course, Priest just doing his thing. Not that that's a really big threat right now, honestly. Is it even worth doing that though? It might be. Maybe one more turn. Worst case, Tenno heals, they trade, they deal a lot of damage. No, we'll go this way. Screw it. I was trying to think of the best way to go about this turn. Hey, what's up? You're popping in. So you speak of the devil card fight and they turn up. But he pops up in the last like 13 minutes of the stream. Before I switch over. And then I'll probably head to bed after I check out Destiny 2's farm section at 3 AM. Alrighty. The Decree should actually deal with this pretty nicely. I should be able to get my 4 damage in. Oh, well, I know you're a busy person. You do a lot. I don't think there's any better way to play this. Honestly, I need to get rid of all that. Ugh. Alrighty. What have I got here? That's no real threat to me. I can deal with that with the March of Hair if I decide to use that this turn. And the Evolve with the Heavenly Hound actually looks pretty good. Well, I would like to use the Evolve with the Aegis since I'm not really relying on that as much and I really just want to get rid of this board. It should be pretty good. We've kept our health. So I'm quite happy where we're sitting now. The Winged Sentinels 3 damage if I decide to play that, but if they are just going to clear this, then maybe Aegis is just the right play. Yep, looks like it is. If they can't deal with it, Winged Sentinel Aegis finishes the game. Well, maybe not. Their healing does make for a big difference, I guess. But the Winged Sentinel and Tribunal, that gives me one potential clear. Gives me a little bit of damage. I always forget to account for healing when I'm looking at these, which is terrible. How do I want to deal with this first? I mean, I'm dead if they have big threat damage. If they don't, then I'm pretty good. If this hits the 5-6, be happy. And of course it hits the lowest one, but that's always my luck. So they're going to have space for nothing when it comes to healing in that regard, unless they have spell healing, in which case most probably likely 2 out of the 3 cards, 2 out of 4 probably with the draw. Boosting will put them at very close to lethal, if not on lethal, depending on their luck. I don't think I'd take the chance. Pop Toriyuno a second time? Yeah, that might have been a better idea, honestly. I guess I was trying to think further ahead. See what I mean? I tend to overthink my plays. This is why I don't do well in tournaments. Nah, they had nothing left anyway. Good. That's perfect. I'm actually really happy with that. I think I'll give this one more shot. I've got a little bit of time. Not that one. Why not? Plus I'm having fun. I haven't done a Shadowverse stream for almost a month now. I think the last one I did was the release for Wonderland, which was, yeah, nearly a month. I'm hoping to start these up again very soon. It's just a matter of working out what time slot I want to put these in. Because I can't do them at this time every night because I would be completely screwed. Nah, that's not too bad. I really want those Grandmaster sleeves too. I just haven't been bothered to work for it. More Shadowverse streams. Yeah, we definitely want to put some more. There's so many games I'd love to cover though. A lot of them are Nintendo based games, and you know what Nintendo and copyright are like. They're great fun. But Shadowverse will be definitely the main thing I'm still doing. Hate the current meta. People are just very unforgiving. First they hate Shadow and Dragon, which I can kind of see because that was 2 months worth, and by that point I was pretty sick of it myself. But we've had like a month of what, Blood as the primary, and it's really calming down in the last week to a point where I'm pretty happy. In the last week though, it hasn't been anywhere near as bad. Do I want to just banish that outright, or do I want to wait for something more friendly to banish? Not really going to have to worry about that though. I don't think they've got anything that can really proc that on their own, so if I decide to banish it in the next turn, I'm only going to be taking like, what, 2 damage? I should be pretty right. Alright, what do we got? Alright, and perfect. We get a second one, so I don't really need to worry about that. The odds of them having double magic illusionist on board, not the highest. So it was mostly get people used to the neutrals more often. Yeah, I guess. Neutrals were a good idea. They just unfortunately got the short end of the stick. And now I can't kill the magic illusionist in any practical way, so I may as well just get rid of it from the board. Two neutrals I've never seen. Yeah, I think they ended up with the problem of oversaturation though, which is a little bit of a worry. But like I said, a lot of those decks have really calmed down. You know, Sword was only popular in the first few days. That kind of died off. Blood has been the most consistent, which kind of expected. It's literally the top of everything and has more problems than just the neutral core. A lot of other decks have taken advantage of it, but to varying degrees of success. Shadow, I believe, has probably been the second most successful. Maybe Rune. Rune I've seen a few decks floating around for, which have been quite good. Alright, get rid of that, so that's no more of a threat with that way. And that won't gain enough stats to actually get rid of that. So, we'll do it this way. We'll proc that. I don't see the need to keep the Goblin Bragatina in my hand. May as well just play it out. We can always drop Curate next turn. It's a pretty solid play, honestly. Alrighty, so we get the 0-2. How Aggro is supposed to be played. I don't know, like most aggro decks, you aim for an illusionist that can resummon itself so you can build up damage. You can use a lot of your other tech cards to just burn damage outright, things like that. I wouldn't say it's the easiest deck to play, but it's also not the hardest either. I don't know what I want to do here. I want to get stuff on board, but I also don't want to overdo it. But I guess I'm just going to have to take the damage. See some more burn rune, that deck looks interesting. It's interesting, but I haven't been able to play it to its full effect. I have seen other people play it really well. I'm just not the best, unfortunately. There's a few decks that I really lack in playing, and burn rune unfortunately has been one of them lately. Just because I haven't spent the time to sit down with it. I play a lot better with Haven than most of my other decks. Like, nearly every variant of Haven I don't mind playing. Storm, probably the least of my favorites, I guess. That's just personal though. Everyone likes different decks. Like, I really love Blood. Now it just sucks because everyone's using it. And it makes me sad. There we go. I like the other princess. I main Blood and Haven. They're my favorite two decks. Rune is a close third, and then everything else kind of falls below that. I think Shadow's my fourth, probably then Sword, maybe then Dragon, and then Forest. I'm not a big fan of Forest just because I don't enjoy playing it as much. I always find it quite boring to play Forest, personally. Never find it too difficult, just a little boring. All over Daria. I like Daria. Daria's great. I used to play Daria so much in Rise of Bahamut. It was one of my favorite decks to play. It was quite strong, that's for sure, but I've actually got another Daria video coming out. It's like the last video, I think it's the 27th that'll be out. I've currently got a few videos lined up for like the next week, so I can spend some time getting things together, and I can have my birthday off, which will be nice. Not the combo variant, yeah. Where are we going with this? Probably, I guess. I mean, if they can't really contest, I guess, what are they going to do here? See, let's go back to Daria, yeah. Alrighty. And Grimnir, all we need is 1 damage to survive the board, which is possible, not impossible. More things like Cynthia BB. Yeah. I would like to see some rotation where Roach rotates out and design space gets opened up so they can actually work on a new way to run Forest that's more hand-based. So total card-based would be nice, or certain card-based, total cost, I don't know. Just something interesting would be nice. Is there any real actual threat to this? Not really. Literally since the Goblin Mage era. Really? Wow. That's a long time. Literally 1 damage is all I need, but do I want to take that risk and leave that 4-1 up in case they have a couple of burn cards? What can they have that would really do me in, honestly? Another wizard draws a bunch of spells, spells burn me, I guess that would be the worst case. I'm not taking that risk right now. Because there's no risk to me killing this, it just makes one more turn, I guess, to deal with. Played a lot since they hit the road show. It's true, and this expansion really hasn't helped. I think Forest is currently like the lowest deck of the expansion. I've seen Dragon pick up a little bit lately, but not really Forest. Alright, so my Curate heal is looking good. Unless I get the damage to win this turn, which I do, so that's fine. The old gold mage came back in a way. Yeah, no, there only one roach is 2-drop. Yeah, there's ways around it. There is always ways around it. It's 3, okay. Luckily that game just ended. Nice. And I'm actually a fair way up compared to where I started. I was like 1,000 when I started playing this earlier today. Not too bad, I don't believe, my overall... Yeah. I had some bad runs with Seraph. I had like 4 wins and then dropped off, which is unfortunate. But everything else is looking pretty good. All the decks that I play also are videos right now, so they should be pretty easy to find. And I'm saving up my gold again, so that'll be fun. Alright, what I'm going to do is end the stream here for now. I'm going to grab a drink, I'm going to come back, and I'm going to be entering the Destiny beta. And then, I don't know, I'll see where I go from there. I'll probably be going to bed after I do that part of this, after I do some streaming of that, so if any of you want to stick around, I will be back in probably 5 minutes at the most, so won't be long.